Hello and welcome back to the Monsters of Monster Hunter Double Cross, where today we are taking on Agnaktor, which means that we're going straight from the Leviathan that introduced people to Leviathans to the last Leviathan people unlocked in Monster Hunter Tri, which is kind of interesting that they are back to back in the right, they put it in G4 for some reason. Back to back in the monster list. It's interesting that they did it like that. And do I want to go for a hyper one? Yeah, why not? As you can see, we are using a longsword today, and I'm using different armor because this longsword doesn't require sharp +1. So, we're not bringing it. And we're going to be using Adept style here. Because that's what I used for most of Gen, actually, is Adept Longsword. But yeah, skills-wise, we have got Attack Up Large, Ice Attack +1, because that was just on my charm already. Razor Sharp, Keep Run, which makes it so that we can keep running when our stamina gets low. Dragon Aura, which makes it so that if our health is 2/3 or lower, then we get Dragon Blight, but also get crazy high elemental resistances, and our attack also raises. And then we've also got... What, can I not? Do I have to? Okay, yeah. And also this, which makes it so that my attack raises when I have any kind of Blight or other status effect. So let's go ahead and grab that item set, and then we'll get rid of the... Whoops. I have to get rid of the bombs. Let's get those paintballs back. Just a few. And let's get rid of that, because we're not going to need it. And then we can go ahead and grab cool drinks, because we will need those. And there was Sonic Bombs, that's right. Oh, I need to make more. Then let's go ahead and make more. There they are. That'll be enough. Oh, and as for my weapon, it's that. So, hooray. 30 water, natural purple, some affinity. It's not bad. Especially for something that I was just able to fully upgrade on such short notice. Like, I literally just upgraded it right before starting this episode. Sup, Iopray? Or, yeah, Iopray. That's what you are. That's interesting. I never noticed that the walls were, like, doing this here. That's kind of cool. And also kind of creepy. Like, is this supposed to be water or what? I pray stop biting me when I'm looking at nifty stuff. There's our spicy noodle friend. Yet another Leviathan with small versions of itself to mess with you while fighting. I would have loved to be able to squeeze fast charge onto this set, but unfortunately I was not able to do so while also having Laser Sharp. And I'd rather have the Razor Sharp because we're Adept style, so needing to charge isn't going to be a huge deal for us. Whereas this weapon, while it does have natural purple, it's not much. So keeping us sharp longer is a good thing. Yeah, that wasn't going to work because it already moved. Let's go ahead and just build up some meter right here. And then we can go ahead and do some of this action. Because of course I've got Sakura Slash, because it's good. It's like it's made for Adept style, honestly. Ow. So as you can see, we now have Dragon Blight. And if I look at my status, would you look at those resistances? Also 363 attack, which is up from 290 base on the weapon. And if we look now, 310. So I get 53 more attack when I am below 2/3 health. Or really just when I have Dragon Blight. Dodge too early, but that's fine. It's better than taking a hit. Like that. Taking a hit. It's not great. Doesn't do very nice things for my ability to live. That slide goes a lot slower than I expected. This noodle popped out of the ground faster than I expected. Dang it, if only I had noticed that the flinch was happening before pressing the dodge button instinctively. Ow. There is going to be a little bit of a learning curve getting back into the swing of things here, because it's been quite some time since I last used a longsword. Ow. And as much as having below 2/3 health gives me buffs, I'm really not going to be trying to remain below there, because I'd rather be alive than do more damage. Because it turns out you do the most damage while you're alive rather than dead. It's just one of those weird things about video games. Dead players are not likely to do much damage is the thing. The fact that that was hyper made it take way longer to charge up than usual, causing me to utterly fail that dodge. Go ahead and use some life powder right here. Get those cats back faster. Because they are helpful. I'm beginning to have my doubts about how smoothly this particular quest is going to go. Because we're not doing amazingly. I need to get a lot more hits in. Which means I need to get used to this weapon pretty quick. And once I am used to it, I need to use it properly. Whoop. Want to pop out of the ground at any point here? Thanks. I wish I had Challenger, then I'd be more easily able to tell when this thing is enraged. I think it might be, but I can't be sure right now. No, it's not enraged. Don't have quite the reach needed there. Also didn't have quite the angle, but that's neither here nor there. Now it's enraged. That much I can tell. Go ahead and drink this. Got one of those in on the tail, which is nice. I do want to get that. Want to get the tail cut. I also don't want to have platforms crumble underneath me as I'm climbing onto them, but that's up to the Agnaktor. Still raging. Not much I can do. Oh, hey. Someone put a pit trap. When did that happen? Also, we kind of got to hope that it doesn't get broken here. So it looks like it might be a pretty sturdy little pit trap. Pop out of the ground, please. And, like, stay out. Because if you could just get over here into this pit, that would be cool. Of course, cats, you going over that way isn't going to help it get into this pit. There we go. So we can attack over here. We're building up our Sakura Slash pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and use some of these. Get some of this in on the tail. Or not. The fact that it can rotate while doing that is throwing me off. I don't recall whether or not it used to be able to rotate, but I know it definitely wasn't able to rotate as much as it does. And I need it to do, like, not that. Also, it really bothers me when I fail to dodge things with an adept dodge. Like, right as I hit the ground at the end of a roll. Thankfully, now that I'm in SP mode, that'll actually happen a lot less. Because SP mode extends the window for my adept dodges. By quite a bit, actually. See? Definitely would not have gotten that outside of SP mode. So, Agnaktor, you want to stay above the ground for, like, any amount of time? Ever? I mean, I personally think it's pretty cool up here. But I guess you like it hot? So maybe cool isn't the right word to use for you? I might as well use these guys for some free meter. There we go. Actually didn't even need to do as many hits as I did. Let's go ahead and sharpen before we head on up. Because I like purple sharp. It's better than white. And you can quote me on that. Purple sharp is better than white. Because it's literally just a fact. Ooh, pretty sure someone's out of rage right now. Yep. Stay put. Okay, you did stay put, but would have been nice if you didn't roar before my thing hit. Just saying, you gotta be more considerate here, Agnaktor. If you're not more considerate, people aren't gonna be able to spend much time with their red meters up and, like, People want red meters up, and also you just freaking dodged that, you jerk. I want my gauge to be red. But you're not cooperating. Let me get red gauge. Yes. Ow. I could leave the fire blight on and thereby have my damage improved. But I don't think it's really worth it. Not with fire blight. Maybe with some blight that doesn't do constant damage. At least when this guy's face isn't hyper, it's a lot easier to see whether or not it's enraged. Like right now, it is not. Ow. Is there a sub? Okay, that is the face and chest, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I wasn't hitting X, but action queuing can happen. Try and dig, I dare you. Okay, that's admittedly not the best location for you to do it, but it works. Let's actually go for the face, considering it's a subquest target. Oh, sure. Turn so that you're not going to get hit by my thing and then plant your face into me. Oh, seriously? You backed up just enough? Thank goodness for add-up style. And there's the chest. Sure enough, that was one of the subquest goals. Dang it. It always saddens me when I hit with the first of my spirit slashes, but then miss with the second. Because the second's the one that matters. Oh, hello. Like that. The second missed when it didn't really have much reason to do so. Oh, there goes my Dragon Blight. Now, what I really want is to have my health be below 2/3, but only just barely. Because that way I can feel safe while also doing damage. That would be ideal. Well, I hit something. Might have been his face, might have been that Agnaktor. All that matters is something got hit. I would love to put this Sakura Slash all over that tail. I just need to be given the opportunity, like now! Okay, not all over the tail, but certainly at least partially on the tail. Ow. Went over. What I could do if I was feeling particularly cheeky is I could just go stand in lava until the Dragon Blight shows up. But then I'd recover it because all the damage lava does is left as red recovery health. So never mind. Never mind to cheekiness. Should have realized that the other claw had yet to be broken. Could have taken advantage of that little laser period. Darn you and your pivoting. Definitely seems like razor sharp is enough to make sure that at least we don't go below white. Actually, I think we did go below white in the last area, didn't we? Meh, either way. We don't go below white often, and that's what counts. I mean, sure, purple's 5% better than white, but it's only 5%. So I don't feel a huge need to sharpen up to purple every time we go to white. But every time we go to blue, then we're losing a lot of damage, so... Thanks for that, buddy. It was a really nice hello. Are you raging right now? Show me that face. You're not raging. Okay, burrow for me then. I guess you doing that is also fine. Lets me get those hits. And there's the tail that I wanted so much. And now you're mad. Definitely doing better now than we were at the start of the quest. Feel like I got my groove back. To an extent, at least. I need more stamina. Also, I need that Reno to not be in my way. In fact, I'd really like if that Reno would just stop existing, but we can't always get what we want. Okay, bye. Reno, you'll be spared this time. Where did you go? It did stop existing. I guess we can get what we want. Yes, hello to you too. I was a little worried that might not work, but it did. There goes that claw. Not that we really needed the claw. You only got to break one to get the rewards. Ooh, managed to get that hit. That's good. It's definitely better to get up to red gauge by using your Spirit Slashes than by using Sakura Slash. Because the gauges that you get from Sakura Slash deplete faster. That said, Sakura Slash is still really good for making sure that you get up to red. Like, it's definitely better to get it from Sakura Slash than to just not get it. Especially because it gives you time to get it from regular Spirit Slashes without needing to worry too much. Buddy, I need your face. Ow. Didn't need it like that. Want that sparkle. And I'm being given an opportunity to get it. Hooray. Oh, thanks for putting your face in that so much, man. Just really helping me out on my sub quest. Okay, that time you reeled away from it. That's not what I needed. Ow. Wow, that... I mean, sure, part of that was Defender and part of that was Dragon Aura, but the combination of those made that beam really just not hurt that much. I'm totally cool with that. Ooh, yeah, we're like right at the maximum where we can have health and also have Dragon Aura active. This is great. Because I'm like probably not in one-shot territory, but also I'm getting the boosts that come with Dragon Aura. It's excellent. Dang it. Why'd you have to flinch over there? Well, I guess now we're going to see exactly where Dragon Aura leaves. There it goes. I wish Agnaktor's mount zones weren't so awkward to hit. And dodge that too early. Just a moment later, we would have actually gotten our hit in. Okay. If I used a Mega right now, then that would take me out of Dragon Aura territory. But I would be safer, so let's do it. Ow. Well, if we got all our red recovery health here, then we would remain in Dragon Aura territory and have health. That seems nice. I want that. Which means I just gotta dodge stuff. Hey, we got our sub, but we missed out on hitting, so there. Now we're back in full red. Okay, bye. Yeah, get rid of the Agnaktor here, right as we're about to leave. Good job, Cat. Totally great use of that horn. Rawr. Wow, that reaches pretty far. There's no real need to do it, but I'm still going to go for breaking these back legs because they're there. Also, you get knockdowns, so it's not like it's bad. I wish you could sheath during that little adept dash. That'd be great. But it might also be a little too strong. Dodged it that time. Of course, it dodged my strike as well. Oh boy. If that was the straightforward laser, then we would have been just fine. Would have been able to dodge it, no problem. But the sweep, we were early. Also, hey, we're once again at, like, maximum Dragon Blight territory. Which I like, because feeling safe while also doing more damage is good, and my cat just stole it. Ooh, someone's not raging right now. And now it is. I'll take a knockdown. And that's full breaks. Dang it. And couldn't dodge in time. That is the danger of going for the Spirit Slash and whiffing. You are left quite vulnerable for a little while. Of course, you're vulnerable if you hit as well. It's just if you hit, you also get something out of it. It occurs to me, I haven't really done a whole lot of talking about Agnaktor in this quest. Agnaktor is a neat monster. I really like how it's got the whole hot and cold thing going on. I also really like how Glacial Agnaktor inverts the hot and cold thing so that when it has just burrowed, its ice is super cooled and therefore harder. Whereas for this guy, when he's just burrowed, his lava is super hot and thus harder. Or thus softer, rather. Like, it's a neat dichotomy that they've got going on. Also, another neat thing about Agnaktor is that with the exception of Abyssal Laggy, it is the largest Leviathan. So that's kind of neat. Also, the fact that it doesn't behave like Laggy on land is pretty cool as well. Actually, when I was playing Monster Hunter Tri, Agnaktor was my favorite fight in the game. These days, looking back, I think I actually prefer Laggy, even the underwater parts, because it's just an interesting monster and it looks really cool and all that. But Agnaktor is still a fun fight. Like, I like how Leviathans behave on land. It's pretty neat. Speaking of neat things, like, look at the textures on that beak. There's a lot of textures that you don't normally, or that you don't get to see on this guy at the start because he's got lava there. But, like, they did some pretty good texture work on the beak, on the legs. The belly is kind of muddy looking. Like, it doesn't read too well, but, like, a lot of texture work on this guy's good. It's a shame the lighting tends to hide a lot of it when you're in a volcano. Yeah, Agnaktor is a pretty cool monster. I like it. That's quite the blood splatter. Yeah. Poor guy. Oh, he was a little one. That's neat. Ordinarily, the episode would be done right here and right now, but just a little anecdote. The first time I fought Glacial Agnaktor, I had read that it was smaller than regular Agnaktor. And when I saw it, it's like, whoa, this thing is tiny. Turned out it was a gold small. My first one was gold small, so I got the wrong impression of just how much smaller than regular Agnaktor it is. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we take on Nibblesnarf. See you then, friends.